Hey there, King. I'd like to stop calling you Your Majesty and start calling you My Majesty. Oh, you! No, really, please love me. Well, maybe if you cheer for me? Sure, I guess. Would you put on a skimpy outfit and do a little dance? Okay, what the hell is the rapport system? If you're playing Lost Ark, you've probably wondered that question at least once in your time playing this game. The answer? Both simple and complicated. This is a sort of individual reputation system in the game that plays out the concept of you forming relationships with singular NPCs around the game world. As your relationship grows stronger, so do the rewards that you get from them. If you want to raise your rapport with a specific NPC, you need to open the rapport menu in conversation with them, though some NPCs will reject you unless you have high enough virtue skills, some of which you raise by, well, doing rapport with other NPCs. Past that, while interacting with NPCs, you can either perform an emote for them, perform a song for them, or give them a gift. You are limited to 5 emotes and 5 songs per day, plus 1 in each of those categories if you have the crystalline aura active. When interacting with an NPC, they will straight up tell you what they like as well, what songs that they would like you to play, what emotes they would like you to use, what gifts they would prefer that you give them, and some will even have enhanced rapport rewards for the usage of rarer emotes or songs if you have access to them as well. You can only increase your rapport with each of these 5 to 6 NPCs by a few hundred each day, and the proper rewards require thousands of rapport points before you unlock them. So put simply, this is a very long-term slow burn system that gives you a very long-term reward. This will not take a massive amount of time out of each day that you're playing the game, but it will also require you to do it each day if you want to actually make proper use of the system. 1 emote, 1 song per NPC. 5 to 6 NPCs per day. If you want more rapport than that, you can start buying and using gifts as well, but outside of the chests for gifts provided by quests that you get for free, these are generally not worth the investment compared to other things you could be doing with your time and resources. Now that you know the truth about the simple tedium of actually completing this mechanic, let's talk about if you should care about this mechanic in the first place, and why you might already want to be doing it. Every single NPC gives different rewards, but there are 3 particularly valuable rewards that can be exchanged easily for player power that make the system notable. These are Giant Hearts, Omnium Stars, and Masterpieces. Giant Hearts can be shown to Minerva, that Giant Heart exchanger on Wisdom Isle, in order to redeem various rewards as you collect them, such as a stat potion that boosts all of your main stats, a wisdom potion which is a virtue stat that just helps with conversation, 4 skill point potions for a total of 12 skill points, a vitality potion, a cute little transformation, some skill runes, a number of masterpieces, and a couple of quest lines for some titles and estate items. If you want to know where Wisdom Isle is, your map has a really handy search function that makes it so if you want to know where something is on the map, all you need to know is its name. Omnium Stars are collected and then rewarded for at a vendor in Punica, which you won't have access until a little bit more later in your sailing exploration, but seeing as rapport is a long-term investment, you will still want to start working on them as soon as you possibly can, as the reward for collecting these includes another main stat increasing potion, 2 greater skill point potions for a total of 12 skill points, a more powerful main stat potion, and also useful skill runes. Masterpieces then are another collectible that you can gather rewards after finding. This time on Sunflower Island you want to talk to Leonardo. No, not the turtle, the Renaissance man. No, not the current Renaissance man, the 500-year-old one. And to be honest, his name's actually Alfonso. I'm sorry. The rewards that you get for Masterpieces start off with some lower tier card packs that won't do a whole lot for you, but then you get the Island token, which in itself is great. You start to get rarer card packs, which are nice and will start to add up as you get better ones, some estate items, and then into some really meaty stashes of gold. Gold is an incredibly important currency in the endgame of Lost Ark that will fuel into your later gear upgrades, as well as be a part of any auction house transaction that you wish to take part in. If you collect all the gold chests in the reward list here, you'll net yourself somewhere in the vicinity of 30,000, which is quite a bit for anyone starting out. As well, there are a couple of very good skill runes that you can acquire in this list too. Seeing as all of the Giant Hearts, Omnium Stars, and Masterpieces are collectibles, meaning that there are a limited amount of them and they are in set places, the fact that some of them come from the rapport system means if you care about getting all of those rewards, then you care about the rapport system. However, on top of those, you can also get things like gold itself, engraving recipes, island tokens, and various currency rewards, as well as a number of skill and stat potions from other NPCs just by by themselves. Realistically, if you plan on committing to Lost Ark long term, over time, you will just sort of get into the habit of doing this system every day with the really important NPCs until you are done with those ones, and then probably you'll just sort of start doing it with the other NPCs because you're used to it at that point. The specific NPCs that you should focus on for the 3 main resources that I mentioned today, firstly for Giant Hearts, are Beatrice in Trixion, Sasha in Stern, Blue-Eyed Calvasis on the Island of Hypnos, and Nineveh on the Whispering Inlet, which has a recommended eye level of 960. When I say this mechanic is a slow burn long-term affair, I mean it. For the Omnium stars, you'll want to build rapport with Nia specifically, and for the masterpieces, you will want to focus both the Giant's Hearts that are already mentioned, as well as any of the NPCs in the Sailing Voyage category of the rapport menu that reward an island token, as island tokens also result in you getting more masterpieces. In order to be as effective as possible with each of these NPCs, just have a chat with them, get to know them, literally walk up to them, and they will tell you exactly what they want and what will work the best on them specifically. It's easy. You are limited to 5 or 6 of each per day outside of gifts, which you will acquire naturally, but also can go out of your way to get more of daily if you feel so inclined to grind it, which means for most people this will be a minor part of your daily activities in Lost Ark, but once made a consistent part of your daily activities, it can grant you a lot of rewards that will help you succeed over time. Through this system, there is an incredible amount of gold, skill potions, stat potions to be found. You'll find a number of Giant Hearts, which will result in masterpieces. You'll find an Omnium shard, and you'll get a number of island tokens, which result in even more masterpieces, among other rewards as well. So what do you think? Is that enough to get you involved in the rapport system? Has it garnered your interest and dedication yet? Or has this simply confirmed that this isn't a system that you want to spend your time on? Like if you liked the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.